let's get to our other trailer. Very different tone than this one. From M. Night Shyamalan, called The Watchers.
Now it's not his movie.
Oh,
but,
it's not. Okay.
But he's a producer on it.
Okay, because this felt like an M. Night Shyamalan movie, didn't it?
Yes.
Heavy twist. It looks like at like every turn, possibly. A lot of mystery. Basically, the concept, from what I gather, is that there are 4 women in this room, and they all say that they are like lost, possibly. Like, I don't know what that technically, maybe like lost in their way of life. I don't know. But it sounds like they woke up here without knowing how they got there, possibly. And there's a wall with a mirror, and they believe on the other side is a window watching them.
Yeah.
And from what we can gather, it sounds like aliens, like monsters on the other side, something that's watching them. Yeah, I think that concept is pretty cool. I think there's so many mysteries that I want answered just from that alone. Like why do they feel like they need to watch people? Like why, how did they get kidnapped? Why are they lost? Yeah, I think the writing has a lot of potential in this movie that I'm excited about. I don't know about you.
Yeah, it's I thought the trailer was a very well done trailer. It was very creative, the tapping on the glass. Every single time she tapped, she'd see them, but outside in the forest.
Right.
And I thought that was interesting. I thought it was cool seeing Dakota Fanning in something again. Like, that was really cool. She's the girl with the blonde hair.
Didn't even realize.
Oh, well, yeah. That was Dakota Fanning.
Cool.
And the plot or the synopsis is a young artist gets stranded in an extensive, immaculate forest in Western Ireland, where after finding shelter, she becomes trapped alongside 3 strangers stalked by mysterious creatures each night. And yeah, they're you have the phone that's getting distorted. They're driving in. I think the trailer's shot very beautifully and creepily. Yeah. I love how the forest is shot. I love the brutalist shelter, whatever you want to call it, right, that they're in.
I'm wondering how they get out of this shelter, because it doesn't look like there's any doors,
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that she's an artist. I feel like that's definitely going to play into it somehow.
Sure. Her sanity could be driven more to the point of insanity. Because there's no stimulation, there's nothing on the walls, I feel like that would kill an artist.
But yeah, maybe. And yeah, there's a hole in the ground. We don't, I don't know where that's about. Right. Dragging this person down.
I thought that was the one scene that I was that's it's just a cheesy horror movie. Yeah, but. Other than that,
And then he's don't you want to? She says, don't you want to know who they are? And then he goes down. And
he's that's impossible. And I was
yeah, that's impossible. And I'm there at this point, the only thing that I'm kind of not nervous but skeptical about is I want to be oh my God, whoa, what a plot twist, and
right.
Or there'd be layers to it, and you're oh my God, I love this movie. There's so many different things to take apart. But after watching enough thrillers and movies like this,
movies.
and stuff that M. Night Shyamalan attaches himself to,
agreed.
Sometimes the premise and the trailer is shot in a way that's oh, that's cool. But then we saw with Cabin, well, not Knock at the Cabin.
Yeah, Knock at the Cabin, yeah.
It wasn't really there. I do, in fact, like Old, but I still, at the end of Old, I wasn't holy shit.
I think the twist for Old, is oh, well, that could make sense.
Yeah.
It's not it's not insane.
And even Servant, which I do like that show, even though it gets kind of tedious, which M. Night's attached to that as well. Like, there's just a thing that it's like, yeah, there's an interesting idea, but is the execution there? I'm hoping like this is really good.
Yeah.
And I want to know who they are watching. I want to know who they are, obviously.
For sure.
But I'm just dubious that it's like going to actually like amount
that
to
it's
something
surface level, and
that I'm just nervous. That's all.
Yeah.
But I think
I agree. I had the
same
same thought.
I think the idea is, and the fact that you are like interested in watching this is like kind of is interesting to me, because like I just feel like this is a movie that like you maybe not want to watch.
Agreed. I think I have like a fear of like the, like maybe not supernatural, but like just things being like unknown, I guess. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it, but like this is right up that alley. But I think when horror goes like kind of sci-fi-ish, like I'm intrigued, and I think I kind of like am assuming that these creatures are more like alien than monster, but I could be wrong. I feel like they're probably more monster than alien.
They might be like mythical creatures.
I mean, even that's cool, to be honest.
But I remember when I told you like there's that movie, no one's going to save you, and it's on Hulu, and it's like a break-in, like a home invasion movie, but it's aliens.
Oh yeah.
I feel like if you can handle that, I feel like you should watch that movie.
Is that like an actual horror?
It's like more thriller than horror, but
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I could potentially watch it.
But there's like horror vibes to it for sure.
Right.
You know, like if an alien, a big gray alien, was like the monster, you know? Yeah.
But I have to say, like even Nope, like the concept of that, where it was like, if it was actually an alien, I think I would have been like, even like a traditional gray alien. I think in a way that's like more terrifying than what we got, you know? I think like menacing intentions behind like a traditional like creepy ass like alien is really like intense.
Yeah, I mean that scene in the barn where those kids are the ones that are dressed up as aliens, but you don't know that.
Oh my gosh, that was so intense.
That was one of the best parts of that movie. And I will say, like, the Jordan, I know we're getting off topic, but the Jordan Peele, like the UFO being an actual like animal, you know, kind of is a really cool take. I'm not going to lie. It's really interesting idea. But that's another movie that I'm like, it just didn't, for me, I know there's a lot of people that love Nope, but for me, I don't feel like it had that interesting like premise, but then it just
didn't go all the way.
Yeah. You know, and we've talked about Nope like a bunch. So
no, yeah, I probably like Nope more than you.
We should, you know what? Maybe we should do like a segment sometime where we like rewatch movies and like give opinions about them again.
Like we pick a movie each week and then
potentially, yeah. That could be cool.
Could be fun. Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe not each week. That might be a little hard, but like maybe every like 2 to 2 weeks or every month or something.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Because that would be one of them that I would like. I'd be like, I could be down to talk about that one again. Yeah, no,
really, okay.
Just like I just want to watch it again, and but
just see if your opinions change at all.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's our opinions on those two trailers, right?
Yeah. Yep.